quality. So both should support. It should be both. Understanding is very important. So maybe little problem will be there, but it should not stay more than 1 day. It should be maximum 1 day. It should clear it within 1 day. That I wanted support and he wanted support. That I love, and it will do that.
What I am observing since yesterday, sir is supporting like you, like anything.
Yeah.
Since yesterday,
Yeah.
he's like a guide and friend, everything to me.
Yeah.
He is supporting like anything, and even he retired from his services from DSP.
Yes, that's what now. Even if you can't, family is not supportive, then it is difficult to do sports. The full support is there. That is why you do something. That is why I am happy.
What do you most appreciate in it? आपका आप में जो क्वालिटीज आपका फ्रेंड्स अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, आप में जो क्वालिटीज है ना, आपका फ्रेंड्स क्या
People appreciate. So I am a PT Usha, become the PT Usha. I am like saying PT Usha earlier. They say like that. Down to earth. They appreciate me for that. People think that earlier my school friends and all, they didn't come to me. They think that I'm not going to talk to them. But I used to ask some people if I met, I asked them about my friends earlier friends story and where are they. I used to ask. So they love that. No, I am asking. So they started coming and meeting. So.
Who is your favorite author? Who is your favorite author?
Favorite author? I am not that big reader. Who
is a real hero? Film hero, real life hero. Who is film hero?
Film hero.
Film hero कौन है? Real life में hero कौन है?
फिल्म हीरो में ऐसा वाला हीरो तो नहीं है मेरे लिए. मैं मलयालम में भी टीम ऑफ पीपल आई लव. I like earlier one. It changes. When the Nasir was there, I love to see his movie. He was not there. I used to watch Giant's movie. Then I used to watch Mammootty's movies and Mohanlal's movies, Jairam movies, and Suresh Gopi. So a new generation, if you say, I used to watch Prithviraj movies. So I have not no particular heroes like that.
फिर आपको
रियल हीरो फिल्म में आ रहा है. रियल हीरो इनके आ रहा है.
रियल हीरो सर आप भी बैठ सकते हैं सर प्लीज सर few seconds I want to ask you two questions.
I don't know that hero.
What is your favorite name ना? People आपको क्या से बुलाते हैं और घर पे भी फेवरेट नेम क्या है आपका? वो फेवरेट है स्प्रिंग क्वीन है, गोल्डन गर्ल है, नेम से बुलाते ना, उसमें आपको कौन सा फेवरेट नेम है?
Everything I love. Yeah. If you call me Payoli, they'll calling me with love. If you call more on here, to my students call me Chechi. That also I love to Chechi. That also I love to hear. And if you golden girl, that is also I love to hear. Everything because it's a different happiness, you know.
What is the present state of mind? Present state of mind.
Present state of mind. Present state of mind are using it. Present state of mind always when I do.
Are you happy with everything, whatever you are planning now? Are you happy with the?
I am not fully happy. I am not fully happy because I am struggling actually, you can say. But it is difficult. Whatever you are planning, it will not because it is difficult, especially for doing school. It is not easy.
You are facing lot of hurdles.
Lot of hurdles. Not one lot of hurdles.
What's your favorite motto?
Favorite motto actually, I want my students, once my students could win the Olympic medal. Motto anile paraya?
Motto means any something. Motto means anything.
Motto adana paraya. ഞാൻ മെഡൽ വിൻ ചെയ്യണം എൻ്റെ motto. അതാണോ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചത്? My motto is that only. My always have passion about sports. I achieved everything from my sports except the Olympic medal. Now I am doing for my students, means like medal for the country. So that if my students get, I will be very happy.
Madam, what is the bitter experience you have ever faced during your competition? Bitter experience.
Bitter experience.
Bitter.
Bitter experience. Lot of bitter experience for me. But I don't think that earlier it was people feel bad, but now I don't have, I'm not taking that that much. See, when you are doing 94 before Hiroshima Asian Games trials, many others has to qualify. For that, athletes, most of the athletes, the organizers are giving pace runners to qualify. The same time for me, when I go to the track, the 7 track students also withdrawn the race, withdrawn.
Yes,
You feel insulted, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So I felt so bad that time. I cried and I came back from there.
Controversy.
Lot of controversies, people started throwing the stone to my home. Lot of things happened in 1988 because it is not my fault. It is not, this is injury. I am also a human being. I have done lot for the country. So I can do what I can do. It is not my fault. But instead of staying with me, people started criticizing me. That made me very, very weak and I can't. And my mind was gone almost like I used to sit in my room with closed windows, doors, I used to talk to him, he's like my mother. And I used to take his medicine only. And he made me champion again. And I think within 6 months I was alright and slowly, I told you, I used to run in from my home itself for fitness. Then I started skipping and I used to play with my shuttle with my brother. And slowly fitness has returned and then I started doing training for 100 meters in the seashore. And after 100 meters I started increased the workload and did 200 workout. Then slowly increased the work for 400 meters and limited the workload for the hurdles. Then for my mind earlier it was actually my parents used to tell me about my marriage every time when I used to tell Asian Games. Next time I said Asian channel. I used to tell like that. So 88 my parents told me that don't go for marriage and show the world that you will be the champion again. So my full parents were supported me and doctors supported me. Then my mind has changed totally. Then 89 actually Asian Championship the India was organized. There I blasted everything. 100, 200, 400 hurdles, really all with meet record with everything. 200, 400, 400 hurdles with meet record with gold medal. And relay also, like 4 gold medal and 2 silver medal and 1 national record. Then the people started writing me about, they are comparing with the Phoenix machine. Phoenix machine in our English name? Phoenix machine.
Phoenix bird. Phoenix bird.
Phoenix bird, na? Phoenix bird, comparing with that, because my performance so great, I did 51.9 seconds, 400 meters also in that competition. Running so many events, leads, semi, finals, then 1 more gold and 2 silver. Then I stopped.
And whatever the best advice that you have ever received from others, advice. Advice. What is the best advice that you have received ever?
Best advice എന്താണ് എനിക്ക് കിട്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നത്? ആരുടെ അഡ്വൈസ് കിട്ടിയത്? ബെസ്റ്റ് അഡ്വൈസ് എന്തെന്നാ ആരുടെ എനിക്ക് കിട്ടിയത്? What people don't want advice. When you win, people used to appreciate me. When you don't win, people used to criticize me. But my parents always stood behind me. They always wanted me to win the race. So advice is from my parents. If you winning and people will advise you, win the gold medal. Otherwise, what advice they give?
How do you communicate, ma'am? How do you plan to communicate your plans and expectations to your parents? How do you plan to communicate your plans and expectations of parents? Parents are
Communicating.
Otherwise, another question is there, ma'am. How do you promote community support for your institution?
How you
Community.
promote community support from the institution?
Support for this program.
The program.
How do you promote community support?
is not there that much.
Yes.
Not that much. Yeah. Community support is not that much. If community support is there, this much means this is 30 acres of land.
Yes.
Earlier, when I entered here and we wanted to do fencing.
Yes, ma'am.
I could not do fencing because of the people wanted to go everywhere. They wanted to go their home with my coat only, like
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
everywhere. They are not supported, no?
Yeah, yeah.
So what is this?
What are you expecting from the community? People should philanthropists and all should come forward and so.
Because for us what is there?
Yeah.
So many sportsmen are there in our country. So many sportsmen are retired. They are leading their good life, enjoying their life. I am doing for sports, not for me or not for my son. Doing for others. So people also think in that way and they should openly support it is good. If people support me openly, it is good for our country only.
People will get more medals.
More medal if you have a full support. That is not happening, that is a difficulty.
Describe coach's role as a motivator. Coach's role as motivator. Describe.
Coach's role is big. I told you earlier my time coach's role was 25%, I think 75 was ours. And now it is changed totally reverse. 25% and 75%. He should be a good coach, he should be a good motivator and he should be everything now. But at the same time, but in our country people neglect coaches. Our country unfortunately they believe only on foreign people. Indian people they neglect. They always there. It is their mind, and Indian coaches are not good. They are not having any. They don't know anything. They all caliber. They already made the mind like that, and then how it is?
Always relying on foreign coaches and they're inviting foreign coaches to India.
Okay, you invite foreign coaches. That is not a problem. But at the same time, you should promote our coaches also. Because every time you can't depend on foreign. We should also learn and we should also encourage our players so that if sometimes if foreign coaches are not there means you can get the achievement.
How do you motivate your players when they are performing or when they are participating in competitions or when they are practicing? How do you motivate your players?
I used to tell my more on my stories, difficulties. I used to tell, and then after this performance, if I show them and I used to tell them this much time, if you say you will be the champion nation level, and if you want to become an international level, this much time you have to grow. And I used to compare in 1980, I was not taken 400 medals. 80 and 84 is only 4 years.
Yes,
My 100, 200, from 4 years I shifted to 400 hurdles and have come close to the medal.
yes,
That 4 years, lot of change. So I used to give them the example of that itself. You can't imagine, you don't know. If you want to become an Olympic medalist, if you think in that way, and you can make a lot of changes within 4 years. So, but you always should be think about and focus to think about your own achievements like aim. For me, I used to tell every athlete that you have to see imagination. Always, because earlier, maybe now it is a scientific way, people say and when athletes are doing it. But in our time, my time, nobody told me that you do that thing. But imagination I used to be always in my time. Now they say scientifically do meditation and do that, do this and all. But that time was nothing, but still I do. I used to meditate and I used to see every time when I'm winning and getting medal from the world Olympics. And I always enjoy seeing that. The story I used to tell my students, do win every time and be positive always. Think about good things. If you think small, if you think 10 good things and if you go for one bad thing, but it will pick the bad one only. So go on good thing only, think about that and leave everything. You are a student, you are all a student and nothing to keep in big things in your mind. Only eat, do training and study, these three, and everything will come to you later. I used to tell all those things to my students.
How do you spend your leisure time?
Leisure, for me, no leisure time at all. That is my difficulty actually. Earlier also I am not a deep sleeper, but now I don't get it. After my school opened here and I am not at all getting sleep also. That is my most difficult time. Not get, if you get the, my son used to say, if you get sleep and your body will get recovered very soon. And he used to tell me, off your phone and sit here. And sometimes, and I always think that something will be there in school that, oh, it is not good, no? Then I don't do that. And now what will he do now? Without knowledge or without telling me, he used to do my phone in flight mode always. So to give me rest, he is doing my son. Because I need that rest, but I am not getting rest.
And do you suggest something? How can you inculcate sporting spirit among the newcomers or coming to society? Sporting spirit. How to inculcate sporting spirit among the society? Do you suggest something? How can you inculcate sporting spirit?
Sporting spirit കൂട്ടിക്കൊണ്ടുവരാനായിട്ട് എന്താ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? Sporting spirit,
sporting culture.
Sporting culture വരണം എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ first of all, now it is not like in my time. Now lot of encouragements are already there. Like after winning the performance, you get lot of money and you will get a job. Everything is there. What sporting culture? But need and small need also need more publicity. And then people started getting into the sports and in school level they miss a lot of classes and some of the states they give grace mark and also so that also will motivate the students to do that, and I think every state should do that, and then otherwise everything is there. Awareness is needed more. And people are, the parents should think that I have given more time for sports and their parents, their life has gone. They should not think that. So their life should be secure. If they take, the feeling should be like that. No? For that, after doing sport, they should get the job and they should be in a good life, lead good life. That we have to make and more awareness.
Okay. Say something to young coaches and trainers. When physical directors to promote sports.